Hi everyone, my name is Steph, this is Kidlit Joy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to review the middle fiction novel Washpool by Lisa Fuller. This was sent to me by Hachette, so thank you very much to them for the review copy. It is a book by the Black and White Fellowship winner and it was honestly a really fun read. So the blurb on the back says, sisters Bella and Cienna are different in lots of ways. Bella is quiet and shy and Cienna is always surrounded by friends. One thing they have in common is their love for the local swimming spot, Washpool. One weekend while they are at Washpool with their family, the girls are transported to a different world. And there they encounter enigmatic Azura, who encourages them to venture further into Muse, where the summer festival, a time when many people gather for a week of fun and games, is due to start. Bella and Cienna must use their smarts to figure out how to get back home. So this is a really great story. The sisters are in year 4 and year 6 respectively, and Bella is experiencing some bullying at school, and she's not someone who reacts to that. She doesn't even really stand up to it. She just kind of is trying to ignore the behavior, whereas her older sister doesn't understand why she can stand by and let it happen to her. Cienna is quite outspoken and very confident, but Bella doesn't want her to interfere. And so part of the conflict in the story is these two sisters understanding each other and their personalities. When the family goes to Washpool, which is a local kind of lake with a waterfall and river system and all of that sort of thing, the two girls go exploring, encouraged by their mother to go and enjoy the time because they've got some younger siblings and their mother and the grandmother are caring for them while they're out. On a dare, they try to dive down and touch the bottom of this little pool that's underneath the waterfall. And when they surface, they find themselves in Washpool, but Washpool is no longer where it once was. They are in the land of Muse, and there they meet this very strange creature that lives in the water called Azura, who tells them that, they've been transported and they need to go and figure out a way to get back because the portal that they came through doesn't go both ways. And Azura is nudging them towards this summer festival. But before they get there, the sisters are separated by two groups within the community who are rivals and enemies. Cienna is taken by these creatures that look like firebirds, and Bella is rescued by the merpeople, people who live beneath the surface of the water and are part of the water ecosystem. And obviously fire and water are, rivals. The character that oversees this summer festival is a female dragon who is guarding her egg, and that egg is stolen, and suddenly all of the people of the summer festival have to come together. There's a council of elders and they are trying to figure out how to get this dragon egg back because the dragon is really annoyed and unhappy about this situation. You have an elder who is very self-serving, who likes the power, who likes being in charge, and you can tell that through the way that he's written. But there is a prophecy that two rivals need to come together in order to be able to save the day. The rivals being these two clans of the water and the fire people who historically have not been able to work together. Bella and Cienna are the bridge for them because they've both created ties to both communities. And when Bella is kidnapped, everyone has to band together to try and find her before it's too late. It was really fun because we got to see how the sisters' relationship develops over time, but also how their relationships with the new characters that they meet really helps them to grow as individuals and to understand the perspective of their sibling. It's a really cool fantasy world. There's a lot of really great nods to Indigenous culture, but also themes of racism and how that impacts people's ability to work together and to actually get things done. It's also a great one to talk about how do you stand up to bullies and how do you cope when things don't go the way that you want them to go, and that standing up looks different for every person and it doesn't have to be confrontational either. So I think that's a really cool message to have. So this is a really fantastic middle grade fiction fantasy story by a really wonderful Indigenous writer. The writing style in here is great. Like, it's a fairly long book, but I sped through it. I mean, it is a middle fiction story and I had a really great time. So thank you again to the publisher for the review copy. I will leave links to where you can find out more information about the book and the author down below if you're interested. I'd love to know, have you read Lisa Fuller before? Are you planning on picking up Washpool? Or do you have recommendations for other First Nations middle grade books? Feel free to leave them down below as well. If you want to let me know that you're here but you don't want to leave a comment, feel free to leave some kind of fire or water emoji down below. Otherwise, I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.